Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So, today we are going to discuss the next answer copy of our Aim for Agriculture series. As you all know that we are having Aim for Agriculture series where we have daily answer writing practice and weekly full tests. So, today we are going to discuss the answer copy of day 22 of Aim for Agriculture series. So let's see what the questions were asked and how the student has approached the answer. So, and by analyzing these types of answers, you can also get to understand how to structure your answers, how to add examples, how to approach your answers. So these videos, these answer copies, by analyzing these answer copies can be very helpful to you. Okay, so let's start the answer. So the first question was, briefly discuss about major irrigation projects of India. This was the first question. Briefly discuss about major irrigation projects of India. So let's see how the student has approached the answer. So we all know that in the introduction the student has mentioned about India's different diverse climate and geographic condition through which agriculture is also different in different zones, but all the zones require a basic thing, that is irrigation, because without irrigation agriculture is not possible. It might be required in high amounts for some crops, it might be required in low amounts for some crops, but irrigation is must. So let's see. And the student has mentioned the various irrigation projects. However, it is very good that the student has drawn the map and discussed the and highlighted the major irrigation projects in the map only. So that it is not that clear because it is a scanned copy, but you can already see here it is Bhakra Nangal, here it is Indira Gandhi Canal. So all the major Nagarjun Sagar, yeah, the Godavari River have been mentioned, Irakun have been mentioned in Mahanadi. So all the major irrigation schemes have been mentioned in the map, and that enhances the answer. You can see, and a brief about a brief 2-3 lines have been also mentioned about the projects. First one was the Bhagra Nangal. It is on Satluj River. Okay, so here we have wheat belt. So nicely written answer. Then we have Indira Gandhi Canal, that is Harike wetland in Punjab. We all know about Harike barrage. Okay, then we have Ocean Khadgar project in Bihar. Then we have Hirakund project in Odisha on Mahanadi River. Then we have Tungabhadra project on Krishna basin. We all know that Tungabhadra is the tributary of Krishna River in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Although whenever you write, don't write these types of short forms. Write fully. Okay, write the full word. Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka crops have been mentioned. Groundnut, ragi, jowar, Nagarjun Sagar have been mentioned. That is Krishna in Andhra Pradesh. Chambal project on Chambal River has been mentioned. In Rajasthan, crops such as soyabean, millet, sorghum has been used. Damodar Valley Corporation have been mentioned. DVC in Jharkhand. It was established in 1948. Okay. So these are the some of the facts which have been mentioned, and major 7-8 irrigation projects have been mentioned. So it was a 10 marker question. So that is enough for the answer, and again appropriately concluded. So if you want to read the answers, you can pause the video and read it. So this was the first question. I think the student has barely written it. The demand has been fulfilled. Now let's move to the second question. So the second question was, how is MSP fixed? Discuss briefly. How is MSP fixed? We had to discuss it briefly. So we all know what MSP is, that is minimum support price. It is a key initiative and it is fixed by the government of India, so that it is an agricultural price policy through which the farmers are provided a minimum price for their production. Okay, it doesn't depends on anything such as markets. So I mean to say that if the price in market is 1900, so it doesn't mean that the minimum support price has anything to do with market. It is fixed by government. Support the MSP is fixed at 70-50. So it has nothing to do with market. In market, the prices could be 2000, it could be 2500. It is the minimum support price. If the farmer is not getting anything in the market, this at this price, government will procure the grains of farmers. This is what the minimum support price is. Now we see how the student has mentioned the points. Yes, obviously it is recommended by CSCP. It is cost of production, market volatility, yield trends and rates, all things are seen. Okay, and you can see, as I mentioned here, that the introduction is looking very vague because it is a simple term written in agriculture price policy of government of India. So it could be enhanced MSP, something better can be introduced. Although it is fair, but it could be better. Cost of calculation has been mentioned, that is A2 plus FL cost. A2 is the cost of inputs and FL is the cost of family labor. Family labor. C2 cost have been mentioned. Okay, that is another cost that is which is taken by another thing. Okay, such as source C2 cost, we can add here rents and other things. The consideration of factors have been also mentioned, that is demand, supply, government approval, then, and we can see announcement has been mentioned. You can also mention about Swaminathan committee a bit here. Swaminathan committee, which has suggested that the MSP cost should be around 1.5x of the cost of production. Suppose the cost of production is 100 rupees, the MSP should be 150 rupees. So, and that is mentioned here. I think the Swaminathan committee has been not mentioned, but this is mentioned 1.5x of the cost. So, a fair answer, although it could be better. I am not saying it is the best answer, it could be better, but it is a fair answer. The demand has been fulfilled. Now let's move to the next question, the third question, which was a 20 marker question. So the third question was, differentiate between stress and strain and also discuss the morphological response of plants to drought. So first part was stress versus strain, we have to differentiate it. And second part was also discuss the morphological morphological response of plants to droughts. Let's see how the student has approached the answer. So what is stress? So stress is a cause. Okay, refers to the external or internal factor that disrupts normal physiological condition of the plant. Abiotic stress, that is through non-living stress, that is drought, heat wave, salinity. Biotic stress, that is through living organisms. Stress that is getting through living organisms, that could be pests, pathogens, weed, chemicals. So this is, and strain is an effect. Strain is a resulting demonstration change in the plant structure or function due to stress. So the changes which we can see in the plants due to stress is known as strain. So we defined by the student. Elastic strain and plastic strain have been mentioned. If you want to read in detail, you can pause and read. But the second part of the question was morphological response of plants to droughts. So first of all, adaptation of roots have been mentioned. That is tab rooting pattern, increased root density, the root depth is more, root depth is more. Leaf adaptations have been mentioned. Lower leaf area. Many times we see that leaf changes into thorns. Okay, leaf angulation, orientation have been mentioned. Waxy cuticle, rolling and curling of leaves. So these are the things which are nicely mentioned. Then stomatal changes have been also mentioned. That is closing of stomata temporarily in day and opening at night, because in there there will be huge heat and there will be huge evotranspiration. So that is why, to avoid this transpiration loss, the stomata is closed during the day. Stem modifications have been mentioned, such as succulent tissues, waxy coatings. Growth modifications have been also mentioned, that is less shoot to root ratio, delayed flowering, and you can say the examples have been also mentioned here. Brambles, maize. In other points, you can also see agave, pineapple, sorghum. So examples have been mentioned wherever needed. So we'll detail answer. Osmotic adjustments have been mentioned, lowering metabolic rates have been mentioned. Okay, so these are points of physiological changes. So very well written answer and appropriately concluded. So all the points have been mentioned, and in this answer you can see that the points are not written that much elaborately, but it is crisp to the point, and the student has nicely structured the answer. So that is what you need to do. It is not about writing very good answers, because you will be not able to write all the answers very good in the examinations due to time pressure, content, lack of content. So what you need to do, instead of writing very good answers, we should be focusing on writing fair answers, because you don't need 400 out of 500. If you get 280, 300, that is enough marks for the optional. So please prepare yourself like this, because in all the questions you will be not knowing all the contents. So you should also practice in a way that wherever you are also lack of content, how to structure your answer so that you get a fair amount of marks. So I hope analyzing these types of answers will help you a lot. So that is all for today. Please do like, please do share, and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis, and bringing these types of courses for you in very cheaper rates. So it takes a lot of hard work. So if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you on regular basis. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.